Perfect.
Hello everyone. Welcome and or welcome back. So I will be doing my nails. I'm doing curved nails again, and they're longer than what I did last time. And these are my nails that I did for Black History Month. So I know I'm posting these after, but you know, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. Black History all year, y'all. Okay, so I am starting off. This acrylic is Eris Nail Supply, which is a Black woman-owned nail company. And this is the color 001, which has become my favorite again. And now I'm just waiting for her to come back in stock so I could get another jar. Because, yeah, I do like this acrylic. And I have two of them, 001 and 002 from this company. And so also the brush that I'm using is a Galorco size 12, and I don't think she has this size brush anymore, because every time I go look, it's always just, I think, I want to say 8, 10, and 16, but I love this brush. It's literally my favorite. It's the one I grab every time I am doing some nails. I noticed that the size 12 is my comfort brush, and every once in a while I will pull out my size 16. So yeah. But anyway, sorry y'all. The monomer that I'm using is what am I currently using? Nail House Pro Monomer. Is it the Pro? Yes, it's the Pro Monomer. And I will leave links to whatever I can down in the description box, so don't forget to check that out. So, this video is long, it's like 50 something minutes, and so I did cut some things out and speed some things up a little faster just to kind of get through it. So yeah, I think I cut out a little bit of I know one of my fingers I cut the application out because I didn't even use it. Like, I thought I had an idea of what I wanted to do for these nails, and then I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So I didn't do it. And I don't know, but these nails just kind of took me through it. It literally took me a week to do these nails because I don't know, my ideas wasn't happening the way that I wanted them to. I kept looking for inspiration, and then I was like, I don't want to do that, and I don't know, and also time just got away from me because by the time I get home, y'all, it's already like 5 o'clock or almost 6 or something, so I don't be want to do nothing. I just want to sit down, get something to eat, and relax till it's time for me to go to bed. Or if I have to clean up or something, do that. But I managed to just work on these nails throughout the week, and I finally got them done. And I'm glad that I did, because they turned out fabulous. I love these nails so much, and as I'm recording this voiceover, I still have these nails on. It's been like about 2 weeks since I wore these nails. I'm probably going to give them another week. Maybe, we shall see. Yeah, I low-key feel like I'm rambling. I don't know. But anyways, how are y'all doing? I hope you all are doing well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Check out some of my other videos, and see what you like. I know pretty much all the time I do long nails, but some of the designs I have, they can be translated into like shorter nails. So you know, you can always use my ideas as inspiration, and yeah, you know, just don't forget to check out my other stuff and see, you know, you might find something. Oh, you know, something too that I think about too is that ombre zebra design that I do. I would love to see somebody else do that. Like, I would love to see that design on somebody else's hands. I think that would be so cool. Like, I love that design, and I'm about ready to do it again. Even though I just did it, well, not really, because that was back in December, and we in March now. So, I didn't just do it. This is what my third nail set since those nails. But anyway, but yeah, I would love to see somebody else do those nails. I love that design, and I don't know what color I want to do next. I don't know, but I'm not gonna do that design next. I have an idea. I think I got Lord, I have another video that was supposed to be for Valentine's, but I just got super duper lazy and didn't feel like finish editing and all that stuff. So, but I'm still gonna put it up, y'all. I'm still gonna put it up. And then there's another video, but I want to start working on some spring designs and I don't know, just other stuff. Have I become somebody that does nails based on seasons? I feel like I have. Wow, that's crazy, y'all. Cause I didn't used to feel like I just wear my nails however I feel. But now, that's crazy. But anyways, and I also do it too just to keep up with what's going on for content. But I have an idea in my head of a color, and I want to do something purple. And y'all, I'm hooked on curved nails. I'm loving the curve and the length of these nails. Like, I think I'm gonna do them again, but I also miss my duck nails. Okay, I really do feel like I am rambling big time. So on my ring finger, I did some glitter because I had an idea of something else that I wanted to do, but then I changed my mind, and so I just painted it gold. So I left out the application, the acrylic application of that finger, but you'll see me painting it gold later on. So yeah, enjoy, and I will be back in a little bit. Okay, so now moving on to some of the art. I am using this red gel polish, perfect green, perfect yellow, and perfect black from the yellow, green, and black are all from Madam Glam, and the red, I guess you could say it's from Madam Glam because Nail Reserve isn't a company anymore and they merged with Madam Glam. So yeah, I saw that on, I think, their Facebook page, because I noticed when you type in the Nail Reserve website, it takes you to Madam Glam now. So I remember my sister told me that too, that Nail Reserve is Madam Glam now. And then I went and looked it up and that's what I found, because I was looking for like to put links and stuff, or seeing if the website still existed, and they don't anymore. So that's crazy, y'all. So yeah, for this design I'm using the colors green, yellow, red, and black because that's what I usually see, like color schemes for Black History Month. And then I'm just doing this design, doing some swirlies on the nail in green, yellow, then red. And then I will use some actually some instead of the black gel polish, I'm using black gel paint, and that's from Madam Glam as well. And I draw like lines, or just follow the shape of the colors and draw some black lines in each color. And y'all, I was real bold when I did that, because I did that whole part of the nail, like you'll see, and I did not cure anything in between. I don't know what was going on when I did that. Yes, I do actually. I remember now. I did that because I was like, oh my god, what if I don't like this? And if I cure it, I'm going to have to file everything off. And I didn't want to do that. So I didn't. I just drew all of the black lines on the nail without curing anything. And I did it on the pinky, which sometimes is a little tricky for me because it's just hard doing your pinky sometimes, and I didn't want to mess up none of the lines or have to erase anything, stuff like that when you're drawing on the nail. So yeah, I was feeling real bold. Also too, you'll notice that on my index fingers, all gold and stuff, I was doing a design, but I didn't like the color of the gold, so I took it off, and I'm going to redo it, and you'll see that later in the video. So yes. So also too, for the lines that I drew, the black lines that I drew on the nail, I made the ones that are in between each of the colors, I made those thicker, and then the ones inside of the color, I made them thinner. This took me a little minute to do too, y'all, because for some reason, I don't know, the I'm sorry, I'm jumbling over my words. The gel paint wasn't acting right, but it still came out good. And this finger is actually one of my favorite fingers on this whole nail design. So, and you know what? In fact, I think, no, I did not. Or did I don't know. I think I might have wiped off these lines and redid them, but I did it off camera though. I can't remember, because I feel like there was something about the way that it looked that I didn't like, so I redid it, which is crazy again. So yeah, that is what is going on this nail, on this part of the design. Also, too, I'm going to be doing the same thing on the ring finger, but I'm doing the whole nail instead of just half of it. So yeah, and also too, y'all, I was so upset. Another reason why this set was taking me through it was because before I could start like any of my designs, I was doing something and my index finger, it broke. So I was like, oh my goodness. And so I redid that nail. And then another day while putting my shoes on, I broke my thumbnail. And I was just like, F it. I'ma leave it, and I'm not going to have a thumbnail for this set. So that's why I don't have a thumbnail, if you notice. Because I didn't want to put it back on. And that nail looked so good too. I was so sad that it broke. Because again, I was working on this set like all for a whole week, and I was ready to be done. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna be missing my thumbnail. So literally, but again, I am happy with the design of these nails, and I low-key want to do another design like the one I'm doing now, but in different colors, because my mom has some fabric that she made me a tote bag from, and this kind of reminds me of that, and so I low-key want to do that on my nails. And yeah, that's an idea that I also got while I was doing these nails, and I was like, yes. And I think that's kind of where I got the idea to do this from, or girl, I don't know, but yeah. So yes, again, I'm just doing the same design and on this finger, and then I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so now I'm redoing my index finger, and this nail is going to be the bamboo design. And so I drew on a French tip in some black, and I did mix some top coat into the black so it'll help the chrome stick better. And then I covered it in some gold chrome, a holographic gold chrome. And depending on the light, the way the light hits you don't even really see um the holographic look. But I use this gold because it's the only other gold that I have that I like the look of the gold. Like, it's more, to me, it's more of that yellow gold I was going for versus like the brassy looking gold. So yeah, I'm on the hunt for a different gold chrome. So yeah. So anyway, to do this design, I did my French tip look, cured that, and I also did I put top coat, y'all? No, I was real bold and I did not put any kind of matte top coat on this nail to keep from getting the chrome stuck everywhere. Or did I don't know. I can't remember. But anyways, and then to draw the lines, I mixed some rhinestone gel and black together, and I drew the lines vertically on the nail, and I did 5 of them. And then I cured that, and I did go over that with top coat on the lines individually so the chrome would stick, because I was finding that with just putting top coat, mixing the top coat with the black and stuff, the chrome wasn't sticking very well for me. So that's why I did that. And now I'm taking some molding gel, like the 3D molding gel, and now I'm making like a log, and I'm putting it around the smile line of the French tip. Then I'll put 2 pieces in the middle of the nail and then 1 at the very bottom of the nail, just to give it that like a bamboo earring look. So like, because remember that design that Nails by Cookie came out with, I want to say that was in 2024. Yes, that was in 2024 when that look came out. So yeah. And then after I got all of these pieces on, I did cure for 1 full minute. Then I went over it with the black gel polish that was mixed with the top coat, and I painted all of those pieces that I just put on the nail. And then I went over it with the chrome again, and then I top coated again. So yes, this nail, it took me a little time to do, but in the end it was worth it because I do love it, and it looked better than the first time that I did it. Like, I think the first time I did it, I made the French tip nail too deep, and I made it too almondy, if that even makes sense. And I didn't like the look of that. And then when I was rolling out the gel, I feel like I made it too thick, and I didn't like the look of that either. So again, just something else that was taking me through it when I was doing these nails, y'all. So woo-cha-lay. But again, I was happy with the outcome after I did all of this. So, and I'm happy I was getting the chrome to stick too, because again, me and chrome do not seem to be friends. Out of the top coats that I have, I noticed that the not polished glossy top coat worked well for me, and especially if I cured it for 30 seconds. And that might also be a problem. I might be curing the top coat too long, and that's why the chrome isn't sticking. But I'm just gonna stick to using the not polished gloss it top coat when it comes to chrome. And speaking of that, I need to get some more because I'm on my last bottle, y'all, and it's not that much left. But thank goodness my nail supply store sells not polished, so all I gotta do is go up the block and go grab some if they even have some in stock. But yeah, so yeah, that is basically it for this design. So keep watching and I'll be back, y'all. Okay, so what am I doing now? Okay, I'm doing the pinky finger, and I'm going to be adding a couple, doing the bangle style nail on this one. And I did matte top coat. I learned my lesson, y'all. Because sometimes I forget to matte top coat when I know that I'm going to use chrome, and then I get little chrome particles stuck to the nail in places that I don't want it to stick. So I did matte top coat. And so and the matte top coat that I used was Nail House's matte top coat. And so I'm taking the 3D molding gel again, and I'm making some bracelets on the nail. And I only did 2 of them, and I'm doing these first because I am using the chrome and I want to get that out the way so it doesn't get on anything else. And I'm coming in again with the black mixed with top coat, and I paint these bangles, cure it, and then I don't remember if I top coated again or not, but I went in with the gold holographic chrome again, and then after putting the chrome on, I top coated again, and then I'm going to be adding some of the gold pearls in between these two. And then on the bottom I have these little open gold charms on the nail that I like to use, and then I put in some golden shadow crystals in the middle of those. And I love that look too. Like, where did I get these little gold things from? I want to say Shein. I got them from Shein. I remember that. And I got them a while ago because I haven't placed a Shein order since I want to say 2024, y'all. I've been good about buying nail stuff. I buy a little bit here and there when I feel like it's something that I want or need. And just, yeah, because I used to go crazy buying nail stuff all the time. Like, so much so that I built up a huge collection. And a lot of it, I don't even use, y'all. It's just sitting there collecting dust. But I'll be trying to find uses for it, or some I've given to my nieces and my sister. But again, I've been collecting nail stuff since 2015. It's been 10, 11 years now. Excuse me. Since I've been doing my nails, and actually this year will make 2019 7 years since I've had my license as well. So that's coming up at the end of April. Oh my god, y'all. Oh my god, that's right around the corner. And I was thinking too, I want to make myself a little cake for that, and I want to get some edible images to go around the cake of nails that I have done over the years, like some of that I really love, and put that on the cake. And then on top of the cake, I wanted to say the nail glow up. Like, that's gonna be so cute. I love it. Okay, so now moving on this nail, I am doing a open mouth with some gold teeth, and I like to use because I only have clear molding gel. I don't want to be doing a whole bunch of painting, so I use white acrylic for the teeth, and this particular white acrylic is Speed White from Young Nails, and that is what I am using to do the teeth. I do 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom. Yeah, and 4 on the top and then 4 on the bottom. And at one point too, y'all, I had to take them off because I didn't show it, but they were crooked, y'all, and I didn't like how they looked. So, and I do my best to get them to look like actual teeth too. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, y'all, I'm excited to make that cake too. And now that I think about it, I should do some nails for it too. That'll be fun. I can't believe it'll be that long since I've had my license. And then I went to nail school in like the fall, winter of 2018. And even when I went to go take my licensing exam back in 2019, you had to do a written test, which was done on a computer, and a practical test. I don't know what it is now, because I know that in California they changed the way the test is taken for the other licenses, but I'm not sure if it changed for nail techs. So, but when I took it, we did the written test and the practical, and the first time I took it, I failed my practical exam, y'all, and I only failed it by like 3 points. I was so sad, like so sad. Oh my goodness, like I wanted to cry because it was 3 points, y'all, like 3 points. But as soon as I got home, I went and scheduled me another day to take my test, and I think it was like a few weeks later or something. Yep, because the first time I took it was in March, and the second time I took it was in April. And the second time I took it, I passed and got my license. I was so excited too. Like, yes, I don't have to do this again because taking tests make me nervous. Like, period. Taking tests make me nervous. So I don't care if I know all the material or anything like that. It just makes me nervous, and I feel like because I'm nervous, like I'll mess up, and so yeah. So now that I got all the teeth on, I decided to do the chrome part before I put the lips on because I feel like that makes a lot more sense and I'll be less likely to get chrome everywhere else. So on the bottom, I did an outline on one tooth, and then on the top, I did 2 full teeth, and I'm using the black and top coat mixture again to do that. So, and it looks good too. Like, I don't know, I still love this whole open mouth teeth design thing. I love it. I want to do another one, and I want like a tongue hanging out. I did a tongue hanging out before in 2024 for Halloween, and that one I did with like have fangs, and I made the fangs gold, and then the tongue had blood dripping off at the end, and the teeth had blood on it too, and I thought that set was so cool. That's one of my favorite sets that I've done over the years. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I loved it. And again, I love these too, and I wish I could find a gold chrome that's gold like this without it being holographic. Like, I don't mind the holographicness, but I just want like this kind of gold, you know. So, but yeah. So now I am putting on the lips. I do the top lip first, shape it up, give it a cure. Then I do the bottom lip, shape that up, give it a cure, and then I come in with like a nude pink polish. It will be number 29 from Nailed by Naya. I paint the lips, do 2 coats, and then I use a dark brown polish to line the lips, and I blend that together with an ombre brush, you know, to give that look. Like, I love a brown lip liner and like a nude pink lip. Love that so much. Like, I don't even be wearing makeup no more, but that when I did wear makeup, that was one of my favorite things to do, and I don't know, I just loved it. Especially when I got into my stage of wearing less makeup, because I used to go all out with my makeup. Like, the colorful eyeshadow, the big lashes, the bold lips. Like, that was my jam. And if you didn't know, that's how I started my channel. I was doing makeup first, and those videos are actually still on my channel, so you can go and check those out too if you want, just to go look and see what I was doing. But that was my style back in the day, and I loved it. And girl, that was like 10 plus years ago. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all, time just be flying sometimes, and you don't even realize it. It's crazy, y'all, to think about that. That was 10 plus years ago. Wow, like, I really got into makeup in like 2009. and I went crazy about it all those years. I think I kind of started to slow down a little bit once I got more into nails, and then like I totally changed it up. I stopped wearing eyeshadow, and so I would only do my face and like put some blush and some lips on, and like some eyeliner and mascara and lashes and stuff like that. And now, y'all, I don't do nothing these days. The most I do is I'll do my brows, and then I'll throw on some eyeliner and some lashes, and maybe some lashes. I'll put on like some mascara or something like that, and that's all I do. Like, y'all really used to be a makeup girly. I keep saying I want to get back into it. Even just like for small everyday things. But I don't. I don't. I still like to watch the makeup girls do makeup and stuff occasionally, but I'm not as into it as I used to be. And since I don't even really be going nowhere like that, I don't even put makeup on then. And then if I do go outside and I want to feel pretty, all I do is put on my eyebrows and lashes, and that's it. And I'll throw on a cute little lip gloss, and that's it. Like, it's crazy to think about that. I used to sit down for 2 hours doing my makeup to now spending 15, maybe 20 minutes at most. And I feel like it only takes that long because I still be struggling to put lashes on. Because, I don't know, my natural lashes just get in the way. But anyways, on to the next part of this nail. I'm doing a couple of bangles on here too. Same thing, top and bottom. I used the 3D gel and I'm painting it black, and I'm going to put chrome on it. And then I add some of the gold pearls as well. And also another tip for the gold pearls, I know you saw me do it earlier, to help them from not changing color, you can add the rhinestone glue on top of them to kind of seal them, so that way the color does not fade. And then you can put top coat on top, and that is what I do whenever I use these gold pearls. And for a long time I stayed away from them because they would change colors, but then I saw somebody talk about this little tip for that, and I've been doing it, and it actually works too. So again, I've had these nails on for 2 weeks, and the pearls are still gold. So you just have to make sure that you do cover them good, because if they're not, they will turn, because I did have that happen and it went from gold to silver. So yeah. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this was my other favorite nail on this set. I love this nail too. It looks so good. And I love the way the designs on both this nail and the pinky look on top of the background. I think that's what makes it stand out the most. So yeah. Whew. And so now for the last nail, I am doing a junk nail. So yeah, I'm putting a little bit of everything on here. Charms and some of the some crystals and pearls and stuff. And so that's going to be this nail, I did start off with this black bow, and this bow I made it from a mold and gel polish, and I should have did it in layers instead of filling it up all at once, because the inside of this bow did not cure. It was still wet and it tore while it was on my nail, and the black was leaking out and it was going to be making a mess on my nail. So, and that happened after I did my whole nail, and I put 2 of these bows on here. So I was able to get them off and replace them with different charms. And some told me not to use these bows in any way, for the simple fact that they were still super soft and squishy and bendable. And I was already thinking like, girl, it's probably not even cured all the way on the inside. I was like, it'll be okay. But I'm lucky glad that I took them off, because I feel like the black kind of threw it off and it stood out too much against everything else, because there is black on my nails, but it's not as noticeable as everything else. And with those black bows, they're kind of like bam in your face. So yeah, that is. And even on this nail with the pearls, I went in and covered every pearl that I used with the rhinestone glue and some top coat, just so they won't turn. And I don't have one that turned on this nail, not that I can see. And yeah, that's why I had painted this finger gold, so that way it'll blend in with all the gold pieces on my nail and stuff. So yeah, and always remember, after you flash cure, put your hand in your big light to give it a full 60-second cure, so that way you're not walking around with uncured gel on your nails. So this is the end, the last design for these nails. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on my socials, Instagram and TikTok. I will leave those in the description box down below, so don't forget to check that out. And yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed. I love these nails so much. They're so pretty, and another set I'm gonna be sad to see go. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, peace out, y'all.